I reached out to his father. That is about the only family he has. I told him I was really worried about his son, asked if he could please call him and check on him. I told him he may need to go to the doctor, but he is resisting. His dad asked for details, and so I told him what was going on. He was baffled. He said I was making a huge deal about nothing, and that he could not believe I was making him sleep on the couch over that. He was very harsh, and I ended up getting off the phone feeling terrible. He was absolutely no help. I am getting myself into therapy to work through this with whatever happens moving forward. I have done a lot of thinking on this for the last few days, especially reading through everyone's comments. I honestly don't know what will happen from this point, but I do know that things won't continue this way. Husband got promoted at work, but it's not a paid promotion, it's mostly pro bono. But he says it could lead to a higher pay position. Anyways, he's tired all the time lately with these extra duties at work, so he's been less consistent with his hygiene. He has stopped showering as often. His diet is awful. He won't touch a vegetable. He eats a lot of gas station food and a lot of fast food. It used to be that he would have really bad gas, like curl your hair bad, open every window in the house, and wait outside for it to desperate bad. He started taking Has pills for it, and that helped. But lately, when I do the laundry, I have been noticing huge stains in his underwear. It's so disgusting. It smells awful. Sometimes I can smell it when he walks around the house or sits on something. So I stopped doing it. I told him it was unacceptable and foul, and he's been sleeping on the couch for 2 months. He doesn't care about showering. He doesn't seem to care about his smell. He tries to guilt me about not sleeping in the bed, but I told him it's his own fault. If he would just shower when he gets home. I tried to explain how unsanitary it is. I told him I'm lonely from lack of intimacy and not even being able to share a bed or space with him. I offered to go to the doctor with him. I asked him if he was feeling depressed. I even asked him if he would try therapy or counseling. I tried to get him to use a bidet, asked him if I could help with his paperwork at home so he would feel less burdened at work. Everything I could think of. He just brushed me off. He is insisting that I am overreacting and that it's normal for grown men to have skid marks. He blames me for shutting him out, but I physically feel sick when I catch a whiff of him sometimes. The nail in the coffin was that he told me, sometimes when I fart, I press my underwear against my butt to cheek and see if it feels wet. I told him that was it. I was done. The line has been drawn and crossed. I told him I don't see how we can be intimate again because I'm so disgusted by all this. I mean, seriously. This is so childish. I can't even believe it's happening to me. I'm too embarrassed to tell a soul outside my home about this. So that's why I'm venting it out here. I feel like this is not real life right now, but I'm so lost over this. I truly care for him. I don't want to leave him. He's my husband. We have a life built together, and I can tell he is struggling with something. But if he makes absolutely no effort to fix the issue, and it's affecting both of us, it's not really fair to me. How long am I supposed to sit by while this continues? I don't even want to go home half the time because of the smell as soon as I walk in the door. The worst part is him gaslighting me about it, saying I'm imagining things, that it doesn't smell as bad as I think, that I'm making it out to be a big deal when it's not. Normally, he is very receptive to my feelings, but lately, he's just acting so defensive. We have been married 8 years, so it's just crazy to me that things can change so suddenly, and it seems like he has stopped trying altogether. I have heard that depression can do this to people, but he doesn't seem to be in bad spirits at all, just more fatigued than usual. I'm a undergrad senior 21F, with this quarter being my last quarter of classes. I was struggling to pass some of my classes. Since I'm in comp sci, classes are known as to be hard. In high school, I was an 3.8 student. Since I'm at the point I'm internship hunting, I'm not having the best of luck. Story: I saw a post on Instagram, either a pic of Keanu Reeves sitting on a bench depressingly with the caption, "While you realize you went from an A+ student to a hope I pass student." I found the post funny and posted that on my Instagram story, on a private account, and Facebook story. I think nothing might of it. A couple hours later, I get a call from my mom, 60F. This is how the conversation went. "Mom, take down that post." Me: "What post?" Mom: "The Keanu Reeves post. Why are you announcing to the world you're a failure?" Me: "I thought it was a funny post and thought nothing of it. Am I not allowed to post random things I find either relatable or funny?" Mom: "You say that you're mature, but you post wit like that." Me: "So, with your logic, everything I post must be meaningful and worth enough to be in an art museum." Mom: "Recruiters will check your social medias." Me: "It wasn't an actual post. It was a story. They go away after 24 hours, unless I save it to my account. Did I save it? No. In fact, just for you, I'll take it down." After that, I hung up on her and deleted only from my Facebook story and not my Instagram story. She called again, but I didn't answer. Did I overreact? Or what is my mom who overreacted? I don't think I'm the ass here. I recently found out that before I met my husband that he slept with his brother's wife while they were married. They are still married. My husband dated his brother's wife for a short time before she met and fell in love with his brother. I also just found that out. After the brother got married to her, they ended up having issues in their marriage. While that was going on, she started to have an affair with my husband, who at the time was not my husband. We hadn't met yet. Not only that, but for months they would text each other claiming to be in love. She ended up stopping the affair and just stuck with her husband. I found this out because my husband, for some reason, had screenshots of their conversations and even a video saved in an old Google account. My husband's brother has no clue about this. I was so sick to my stomach after finding this out. I am still sick over seeing how unloyal my husband was to his own brother. I confronted the sister-in-law because I thought she was my friend, and when I asked her years ago if her and my husband ever had anything going on in the past, she swore they never did. She swore that even before meeting his brother, they never had anything going on. Now that I know she lied, and not only lied, but when she was having issues with her husband, she ran to his brother and was having an affair with him and claimed at the time to be in love with him. I also confronted my husband on what I know and told him I want nothing to do with her in our life any longer because I don't trust that something won't ever happen again between them. We have children, so I can't just up and leave over this. If we didn't have kids together, I would have left as soon as possible. Am I overreacting by not wanting his sister-in-law to be part of our lives any longer? I don't trust her at all any longer. She was always super close with my husband, and I always kinda thought it was weird. She knew a lot of personal stuff that she said he shared with her. Things he never shared with me, and we are married with kids. I always found their relationship weird. This first part is all for context. So, I have this friend I've been close with for almost a year now. We were both unemployed, so we spent a lot of time together. Mostly I was coming to her house 2 to 3 times a week and just enjoying each other's company. She's disabled, so I'd help her with food, shopping, and sometimes tidying. She would call me almost every other day to complain about her boyfriend who doesn't take her autism and sometimes physical disability seriously. She'd mostly be in tears and really distressed. I've also witnessed plenty of times him talking down to her when I'm there. It was every single time I was over without fail. He'd always find something to shout at her about. As you can imagine, over time, I'm saying to her, I don't think this guy is the one for you. As much as I know you want him to be. She didn't like hear that, so I stopped. But she would still confide in me. Lots of stressful things were adding up slowly over time, and I think she reached a tipping point. She stopped replying to me, and when I tried to call, she would decline them. She texted me saying, I'm not ignoring you, my anxiety is just really bad. At first I was very understanding. She ended up having to spend a week in hospital because there was something wrong with her stomach. I wanted to visit her, but she made it clear she only wants to see her dad, and her boyfriend she couldn't handle seeing anyone else because it would set off her anxiety. It's hard for me not to be selfish with my thoughts, especially since we almost practically lived together and spoke every single day, only for it to completely diminish. But I felt hurt that she didn't want me to see her. Then about a week in, she slipped up and told me her boss came to visit her to give her shower stuff. I didn't say anything, but I felt hurt, especially since she stressed so much that she cannot see anyone besides the two I mentioned. It's been over 2 months now. I no longer have anyone to lean on. I feel very lonely all the time because she was the person I would go to when I was struggling. Me and my boyfriend saw her last month because she was at an event her boyfriend organized and invited us to. She hugged me really tight and wouldn't leave my side after that. She asked us to come back to hers for a bit afterwards and have dinner, but said, "I'm not sure how long I can handle you guys for." So of course we went, but I could feel almost an hour in that she didn't want us there anymore. I thought that would be the start of things going back to normal, but I was very wrong. I think what I'm trying to get at is, am I being horrible or overreacting if I want to cut her off now? It's been tiring and sad, constantly being rejected when I ask to see her, etc. She also has been making regular visits to her boyfriend's mum's house, which she describes as a madhouse, but can't have me over hers because it might be too much for her anxiety. Honestly, thank you if you got this far. I didn't realize how long-winded this would all be.